Mm. Che tempo mi andare a prendere?
Like her on Facebook, follow her on Instagram and on Twitter. She is DJ Dell. J Dell.
All right, welcome guys. Welcome to Calypso to Sweet.
Rotate device, I mean rotate device. So. Oh, that's so. Why they like this? I want to be like this. Yeah. Why you tell me rotate device? Why rotating device?
You know with text now you don't have to pay a dime for phone service, right? With text now you can call and text anyone, anywhere in the US for free.
Trying to get this thing on this thing. Let's see going on.
You are now listening to my dad.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back in Texas.
Something I hate this thing. Okay, I'm just checking to see that it's working. I have a sort of problem with this channel. Okay. Welcome, welcome to Woman of Power, Power of the Woman. You know, I don't have my computer, so I have to use the tablet, and I'm not trying to get the pictures over, and I can't get them over. So, you know, I just have to use what I got until I could get what I want. Okay, let's start. I was looking at the Venezuelan people that is living on the Orinoco River of Guyana, and they are living in a deplorable condition. So I was wondering, where is the where is the United Nations? Where is the humanitarian for these people? They should not be living like that. It doesn't matter what country they are in. Help is needed. Let me see. I gotta get down the. Okay, let me see. To go back in and get it. I still getting this one. Yes, I'm trying to get the Venezuelan situation in Guyana that is going on. So I'll take off my soak a little bit and see the situation of Guyanese. I got to do Sierra Leone. Venezuelan. Venezuelan citizens. Venezuelan migrants. Call them migrants, MIG. On the Orinoco, Orinoco, Orinoco River of Guyana, living in inhumane condition, HUM condition. Yeah, loving condition. I just want y'all to see the condition that the Venezuelans are living under in Guyana. And this is so humane because we know of the situation that is going on in Venezuela of the for how long. But look the condition that these people are living under in Venezuela. Why I'm still on. I'm not getting this thing, man. Because I'm on there, I can't get out to it. Okay, that's right.
I'm on the Marine River here in region number 1, Marine White. And I'm giving you guys a little tour of these young ladies of this area here. This is a marijuana area. We have a lot of Guaros. These are migrants from Venezuela. This is the Venezuela border actually. We are heading to the Venezuela border with Guyana, about 5 miles from here. I'm gonna give you guys a tour in a moment. Hope you guys are doing okay. Being positive. Just a little, sneak peek of what's happening right now. I'm in the Northern District for a week, and I have tons of videos for you guys. All right. Hope you're doing okay. Being positive. Let's celebrate. Let's enjoy. Let it adventure. People have more than lifestyle here. What a quick name. What am I name? Quick. No, Smith Creek. You know, we go check out Smith Creek. Yeah, I think I'm marijuana here. I'm giving you guys a little tour of Smith Creek marijuana. These are here you have boats, the trawlers. Let me cap on across here as well. I just want to show you guys some of these people in man. These are the Waros, the tribe of the Amerindian. There's 9 Amerindian tribes. This is one of them. And they may be settling the Orinoco River, which borders Guyana and Venezuela. And because, Venezuela is facing some economical hardship, most of these folks migrated over here to Guyana, the Guyana side. They're trying to survive. Well, I got fish and things, I'm gonna catch fish. Nice, nice. I'm giving you a little tour of this area, Smith Creek, marijuana. And then we head down to the border between Venezuela and Guyana. You see these things in the Philippines, man, when I see YouTube videos, people living on the water, boy, look at this here. Wow. Wow, that's a wild view, man. It's heartbreaking to see them living in this kind of condition, It's really sad. We're going in Smith Creek. Black Guy always tell me about Smith Creek. Some of his workers are from here. I just want to show you guys how these folks live. Back to Smith Creek here now. I'm giving you a tour of Smith Creek, marijuana area. Marijuana is the village or the river? The village. There's a marijuana village here. And the creek is called Smith Creek. I'm watching it from loading. Wow. People are really poor here, living in unimaginable conditions. The rainy season is really hard for them. Wet season is always bad for people living in the river. I mean, it's good for farmers, coastlands, not here, in the river here. These people who live under the banks always got water from the river. Because we noticed something, they always settle by the creeks where the sweet water is, so they don't have to worry about water. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, it's a big house. A lot of folks in there, man. So you boys are living in it? One of them live by the house? Yeah, I know. Okay. One of you workman live here? Alex. Oh, nice, nice. One of the workmen live here. So Captain Blackboy actually employed some of them fellas, you know. That's a good thing he did. I mean, I wish more of the boat owners and captains can, you know, recruit these guys, you know, employ them from this part of the region, this part of Guyana. Say again? Crab? A crab factory that processes crab there? Close down. Oh. So you set a processing plant there for crabs, actually crab meat. Oh, there's another house going up here, right? Look, a lot of chicken under there, boy. It's waterproof, it's alright. My GoPro is waterproof, don't you worry. If the phone falls down, then we got a problem.
Okay, I'm sure you got a glimpse of what I'm just talking about. The Venezuelans, how they're living in Guyana, underwater. They're living in water.
4 years ago now. Anyway, the reason I'm going through here is that there is a market right behind that building over there. Now, the market too.
Look where the Venezuelan migrants are living.
So there's not going to be too many things that I can buy there. But I walked through there yesterday. Just found it by accident, looking for a bicycle to buy. So I figured, okay.
Unbelievable condition in Guyana. Where is the United Nations to help these people? Where is it? They are migrants from Venezuela. That don't say that they gotta live under those conditions.
So it's actually right behind here. Now, I hear what you're saying. Hold on. Building, yes, we are. Doesn't look like much of a market, but I reckon we can make an interesting adventure at a chat with someone.
This is the condition that Venezuelans are living in Guyana. Come on, Guyana could do better than that and help these people out. They're having them living under this condition. Look at this place.
Sorry, yeah, this one?
It's on the water.
Oh, look at the crows. So, interesting. I'm so happy. So I'm in a city called Chennai. Yeah, but you can go. All right, it only works 50% of the time. Monica.
Colombia, how 2.5 million migrants from Venezuela try to make a living in Colombia. 2.5 million of migrants from Venezuela try to make a living in Colombia. Oh my God. Look the condition that they're living under. The Venezuelan people are going through a tough time. They're in Guyana too, and they're coming to the US. however they get there. Lady got a little bed inside there too. That's how they had to run from Venezuela and living in under the condition in Colombia and in Guyana. In Guyana, it's worse because here in Colombia, they're living in they're living on land. In Guyana, they're living on water. They're living on water in Guyana. And she got a bed. She do have a bed inside there. The immigrants need help. This is how they're living in Guyana. Migrants from Venezuela. This is how they're living in Guyana, into this condition. The Orinoco River. And then at least you went and get votes from those people and the condition they're living in. A lot of them must be voting, even got papers. However, they're bringing health to most remote areas of the Venezuelan Amazon area. That's 22 with the COVID. A lot of them die. A lot of them die because they had immigrants say the regret coming to America because this is where they're sleeping on the ground, on the road. But anyhow, this is when they just come because all them they're in places. Church take them and all kind of thing. Oh, look at this little child. She lie down. Come on, when they come, they don't treat them bad. You know what they went through. But they're looking good though. Doesn't look like my brother. Migrants trying to come to have pity on me, have mercy on me, to maybe look food and water after 10 days. To see water crashing beneath them, though that men have since been returned. The condition that they come in under. Oh Lord, Father God, thank you God for Guyana. Don't turn them back, America. Don't turn back the Venezuelans. Oh, the condition they're living under. Some of them drowned whilst coming. All these people trying to get out of Venezuela. So why happened in Venezuela? What really happened? Venezuela was a rich country. Nigerian story. Nigerian story. Venezuelan desperate to get to America. Whatever is going on in their country, they are desperate. Oh my God. Look them there. Waving for help. All these children, oh my God. Father, have mercy on these children. I wonder if they're still alive. Come on, United Nations, do something. Carry a big ship and bring them out. Oh my God, look, people. Ooh. Coming to the US. 2.5 million is in Colombia living under bad condition. Another set living in Venezuela and on water. And there's people walking down to America. Country, I'm here, only God knows why. Desperate migrants, Nigerians portion a rubber of a ship to Brazil. Men searching in the garbage for food. Oh my God. This world is coming to an end. They just had some kind of typhoon or some food in in Beijing. Beijing, they had some flood, thank God. It's who went there? Ali went there. He barely make it out. U.S. ambassador to Mexico warned Venezuelan migrants to not attempt border crossing. Where they gonna go? Where they gonna go? Where they gonna go? U.S. ambassador to Mexico warns Venezuelan migrants to not attempt border crossing. Why? Why they mustn't attempt? Look how these people on the road. Look at this situation. All these children, come on, America, open your doors. Open your doors and let them come in. Look them how they're running for their life. Police shooting them down. Okay, verify if they can prove they comply with the requirements. Oh my God, look, people at the border. Look at this. America accepting them back. Come on, you got to do something. These people are, if people walk in, look, they're walking to come to America. Some of we get it easy. We fly in. People with children, oh my God. trying to get to America. Don't chase them. Oh, look, the stress they're going through. See the ones in Guyana living on water. In Colombia, the condition is bad. Look them walking down the road to America. Look them there. Oh, Lord. Come on, America, do something for them. It's just something to see how people is suffering in this world. Guyana could take in these people. They got enough space to put Venezuelan in Guyana. Because we ain't got people inside the place, they need to set up housing for them so that they can live in the houses. Let them start farming or doing some kind of thing. Venezuelan migrants. Oh, they're spraying water on them. Oh, look what they're doing to these people. Oh, this is not right. Oh, you're spraying water, got them running all over the tear gas or something. Come on. They're not dogs. Look how they're there. Tired. Is the children are sorry for? Not the adults, the children. They're walking to get to America. And then you're going to spray thing on them? Oh. Guatemala. 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 Get the police to spray things on them. Oh my God. Look all the police them spraying oh Father, help these people. Probably they all here already. Let me hear this.
New York City.
All right, tonight we introduce you to two mothers who both escaped Venezuela around the same time and met on the way over here. As difficult as that journey was, they tell Fox 5's Christina Russo, the conditions in Venezuela are much worse.
Standing outside the little shop of kindness, Johanna and Carolise wait their turn. Inside, there's clothing, food, and resources for newly arrived asylum seekers.
Para nosotros ya estar aquí en Nueva York ya es
For us, just being here in New York, we've won. The two mothers met on their journey, fleeing Venezuela. They passed through 10 countries, mainly on foot, to finally arrive in this city. The two met lots of families along the way. In the jungle, they say many didn't make it.
la selva y también sí, eso es lo más fuerte.
In the jungle, we had to deal with rivers, mountains, torrential downpours, animals.
Sí es verdad que
It's true. There's a lot of death in the jungle.
Sí es verdad.
Johanna says they fought off robbers, evaded cartels, and mounted the moving freight car in Mexico, often referred to as the train of death. At one point, she says she twisted her ankle while carrying her daughter.
Pero México sí.
Mexico was the hardest. We had to watch out for migration and the cartels.
Con migración tenemos que estar pendiente con los narcos.
Despite the horror stories, Johanna and Carolise have an impenetrable resilience.
Pero una cosa que me llama la atención es que lleva sonrisas.
I asked them what kept them going through their journey.
Bueno, venezolano, la palabra venezolano es de guerrero.
Johanna says, we have a word in Venezuela. We are warriors, and we're never broken inside. It's that type of resilience that Johanna and Carolise and the dozens of others outside this donation center say carry them forward. And when I asked them if it was all worth it, without hesitation, they say, of course. One person told me if you're lucky there, you can make $10 working in a week. And buying a chicken, for example, will cost you $20.
Tú sabes que te tengan en Venezuela con las manos atadas y con la boca callada.
You know, in Venezuela, you have your hands tied like this and your mouth shut.
Ya, gracias a Dios, estamos aquí. Y bueno.
But thank God we're here in this country and they've opened their doors to us. In Midtown Manhattan, Christine Russo, Fox 5 News.
Oh boy.
Disturbing scenes on our streets, triggering calls to the wave troubleshooters alleging patient dumping by local hospitals. 2 different $2 million plus patient dumping jury verdicts recently in Kentucky caught our eye. But what really got our attention was where calls to our newsroom led us when we began following up on the complaints. This story begins December 1st at 5 p.m. with a phone call to our newsroom from a horrified University Hospital employee claiming security had just wheeled a woman all the way down to the corner of Hancock and Ali, just off hospital property, dumped the elderly woman out of the wheelchair on the sidewalk, and left. Minutes later, we shot video of her, still in a soiled hospital gown and slippers, breathing hard under a blanket placed over her in 36-degree weather, her stuff in a bag next to her. The employee claimed she sees this a lot. So I started watching, and on December 16th at 7 p.m., 35 degrees outside, I record 3 security guards surrounding an elderly woman with a walker, slowly escorting her out of the emergency room. She can't move fast. It takes several minutes to make it all the way to the same corner of Hancock and Ali. After they have her across the street, off the hospital property, the security guards turn around and go back. When they clear, I catch up to her, and she says she can't breathe.
They told me that I couldn't stay on the premises.
Were you in there as a patient?
Well, I needed to be a patient because I was sick.
What's wrong with you?
I got COPD. I got diabetes.
So they wouldn't even treat you?
The doctor talked to me for 1 minute.
And they told you what?
That I had to leave.
What reason did he give you?
They didn't give me a reason.
She tells me she's homeless.
I got to go because I'm hurting. I'm in pain.
I was in a car crash and it completely shattered my hip and pelvis. Right here, I got like 30-something screws.
Matthew Hauber and his mother claim a similar story. They met us in front of Wayside Mission in the spot where they say he was dumped in October.
Anywhere. And I said, well, we can't find a rehab right now.
Linda Hauber said when Norton Hospital told her they had a room lined up for Matthew at Wayside, she checked it out.
I called Wayside Christian Mission and just to confirm, and they said no. They said we can't do that. We can't. You know, they have beds and they help them find jobs and stuff, but we don't take medically needy people. We don't do that. And
then she says she had a conference call with the hospital staff.
The social worker said, we're going to take him to a shelter. And I said, which one? And they said, Wayside Christian Mission. And I said, well, I know that's not true because I called them and they don't take him. And then the lady said, the social worker said, well, that's history. Let's think of something else.
Hauber says the next day, her son was unloaded from a transport vehicle on the curb in the rain on Jackson Street in front of Wayside.
I thought they've dumped my garbage. I have to put out to the curb. That's how they dumped my son, like garbage.
Linda Hauber said she was in no shape to care for him at home,
and she died after this interview. They put all their stuff on the sidewalk over there, or they dump them over here on the sidewalk and get back in that vehicle and get out here just as fast as they can. Wayside staffer Perry Lane helped Matthew out of the rain and says he witnesses the same kind of thing dozens of times per year from hospitals as far away as Eastern Kentucky. He says they're often lied to about the medical treatment they'll receive at the shelter. What's the worst physical shape you've seen somebody in who was dumped? This guy here was pretty bad.
Wow.
People that can't walk, that are totally relied on a wheelchair. Take them out,
Kentucky.
put them in the wheelchair, throw all their stuff on it, and take off. Wayside's Chief Operating Officer Nina Mosley tells me it's not uncommon. She says they're not trained medically, and sometimes they take patients right back to the hospitals. How can you dump people? These are human beings. How can you just dump them and leave them? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's unhuman, man. We detailed these incidents with dates and times to both Norton and University hospitals. Norton Healthcare Senior Vice President Renee Murphy responded in an email that says, in order to safeguard the privacy of patients and in compliance with HIPAA, we are not permitted to discuss specifics regarding a patient's case. There are several details to this case that may not have been communicated to you by the family. As Mr. Hauber has not signed a HIPAA release of information form, we will not be able to share those details with you. University Hospital Public Relations Director David MacArthur replied, they appear to be working on behalf of U of L Hospital. Unfortunately, the images that were provided by WAVE do not reveal enough information to track down additional details or identify whether the individuals on either day sought care from any of our team. What is heartbreaking for U of L Health staff is that we often encounter situations where patients need assistance beyond medical care. As the community's safety net hospital, the challenges are particularly even more acute when providing health care to the unhoused population of Metro Louisville. Community resources are limited, and even when they are available, many individuals that may benefit from those resources still refuse assistance. The Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, known as EMTALA, was passed in 1986 as a federal anti-dumping law. It mandates patients who present to a hospital emergency department must undergo an appropriate medical screening examination by a physician to determine whether they have an emergency medical condition. If they do, they must be stabilized and treated, and an appropriate transfer may take place to another facility with adequate capabilities.
Juries take the hospital's obligations to treat emergency patients very, very seriously.
Attorney Hans Poppy knows that firsthand. He won a $2.3 million patient dumping verdict, most of that in punitive damages, after his client, who was coming to a Lexington hospital by ambulance with a cardiac emergency, was turned away and directed to another hospital.
Juries don't like to punish hospitals.
There aren't many verdicts in Kentucky history favoring plaintiffs in alleged patient dumping cases, but this one is interesting. A $1.5 million verdict awarded in Fayette County to a difficult patient with a history of ER visits, dumped by a hospital, rolled outside in a wheelchair with taxi fare, and hours later, the man was dead of an untreated ulcer. After being reversed on appeal, another jury socked the hospital for $1.45 million.
But what that tells us is if a jury hears a case and they believe that there has been an EMTALA violation where a patient has been dumped or abandoned by the hospital, they really get upset.
Dude, like I'm worthless, man. We're throwaway. We're garbage, you know?
People are being dumped.
By a police officer who worked off-duty at University Hospital.
Okay, people are being dumped from in Kentucky, and they look like the elderly folks that they are treating them roughly and are giving them, are not taking care of them. Oh Lord, old age is a bad thing. Oh, old age is a bad thing, people. Old age is a bad thing. Or when you get old, you can't make no decision. When you get old, you can't make no decision. Oh boy. Oh, Father. Help all old people. Change the law. I'm getting there. Yes, it's so sad to see Venezuelans and Guatemala people are going through this situation. They're coming to the States, but I don't think that people should turn them out. Look at the condition that they're coming on. Some of them die traveling. Some of them die in the jungle. Some of them being raped. Some of them money being taken away. But resilience with some of them, they keep on walking. They keep on walking. And they're walking through all these places to get to America. Please, Father, help them. Oh, my God. This is a situation that's terrible. I don't know. Since I hate this footing. So this is just that I'm testing out my my podcast, but I'm not getting it right. I'm trying to see if it could work on this YouTube podcast. So we will see. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide with the community guidelines. I don't know. I know I had some measures such as potential spam may not be visible. None. Hide all messages. Okay, so I'm going to get off of this now. It's 46 minutes that I was on, and I was featuring the migrants from Venezuela, migrants in Guyana, and migrants in Colombia, migrants coming through, I think it's Guatemala, and migrants running for their life. And the migrants reaching to the US. They're in the US, they're getting clothing and food. And so it's a horrible situation that is going on with the Venezuelan migrants. They said the Venezuelan, you could work whole week for $10 and you can't even buy a chicken. So it's a tough situation going on there. The oil place collapsed. And the president probably, he's not working with nobody or not cooperating. And so the whole of Venezuela just collapsed and everybody running for their life. So that is my little talk today on Woman of Power. Woman of Power. Just testing out this podcast to see how it will work. But it given me a problem all day, so I don't know. I'm still working on it. Still working on it to see how it will come. Okay, so for now, I say goodbye. Until later. I'll check again to see how it's working and see. I know it's working because I can see it, but at the same time, I want to have live chats on it. Live chats. Okay. Bye-bye. Until tonight with Late Night with Patricia Trim. I'm just trying to get this Woman of Power on YouTube to see how it will work. So I say bye-bye for now. I see one person is on. Well, I need to understand how to fix this thing here. Yes. The live streaming.